What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Bet with Brit. I am your host, Brittany Chantel, and we are 10 days away officially from the kickoff of the NFL season. I cannot be more excited for it to get underway. I know y'all are excited. Y'all know I am Raven Gang, but I am excited about Cool Guy Joe. Are the Chiefs gonna commit a three-peat? We're gonna see, or is somebody from the NFC going to change that? Are the 49ers finally gonna make it happen, or maybe a surprising line? I don't know. We're gonna see, but we have a lot to discuss. But we got a little bit of WNBA to get into. See, once I get started talking about football, then it's like I can't stop. But we have some WNBA to get started with. A'ja Wilson being the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. I'm already calling it. Her being that she hit a game-winning layup assist from Chelsea Gray and ended up crushing the Sky's heart, which Kennedy Carter, seconds before that, hit a clutch three to tie the game. And with 1.1 seconds left, Chelsea Gray throws a dime to A'ja Wilson. A'ja misses the potential foul from Lindsay Allen and puts a layup in. And Kennedy Carter was right there, but there was nothing that she could do. I mean, that game was so entertaining. This is the second time that they have played this season, and the first time it did not disappoint either. This is going to be a great matchup to come because this was a nail biter, and initially it was looking like the Aces were just going to run away with it, but then the Sky, being the tough defensive team that they are, they locked in. Credits to Teaspoon. And they made it happen. Lindsay Allen was making some key threes. And Kennedy Carter got in her bag, as she does. Okay? Got in her bag. I want to say she hit maybe 4 threes this season. She had 4 threes. She hit 4 threes. She went 4 for 5. Oh, no. Sorry. 3 for 4. But I'm looking at free throws. She went 3 for 4. From the three-point line. She does not shoot threes. I'm glad that she is working on that because that's another arsenal. I always said most of her points, when she's going off 20 points, what have you, that's her doing layups, shooting J's, or on the free throw line. She rarely gets behind the three-point line. For her to open that up in her arsenal, she is going to be unstoppable because people can already, they know she's going to come in the paint or something. But if she's stepping back, y'all should already know how I feel about Kennedy Carter, but her doing that, I was up and down, okay? Because y'all know I love the Aces, but I also love the Sky. So this game was just like, oh my God, I was rooting for both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh my God, no. But I am happy for the Aces because they have been on a lull, and I need them to get back in the championship mindset to defend that title and go for a three-peat. While we talking about the Chiefs, we're going to get on them in a second, but I need them to lock in. And we're getting there defensively, but it's still, the good thing is that Chelsea Gray is getting back to her scoring. The assists are always going to be there, but her getting back to scoring is key to the Aces, especially when Jackie Young or Kelsey may have an off night, or even A'ja. Not this game, but the game before that, she only had 15. So it's those games like that we need everybody. Tiffany has been going off. Gustafson. So I'm hoping for them. And then with the Sky, they're just adjusting to, they traded off Marina Mabry. They got Rachel Brennan in there, Mariah Jeffrey. So they're trying to incorporate them in there. But for me, this lineup that she just went with against the Aces with Onyewede, Reese, Cardoso, Allen, and Carter, perfection. I think that that's how it needs to go forward. Izzy Harrison coming off the bench, Jane Edwards, but they just haven't been the bench producing like they should. So I'm hopeful for them. It looks like they are going to make the playoffs because Atlanta lost today versus the Fever. So that's always good because they're really the only ones that are kind of in trying to catch the sky. So, which let me look at the standings right now. I know that the Sky are 8th, Atlanta Dream, the Mystics, which the Mystics won today against the Storm. Crazy. And then Dallas Wing and the Sparks. So, even with the Mystics have 8 wins, the Sky will have to completely fall off. And for me, the difficulty of their schedule. What they got next coming up? They got a pretty tough schedule ahead of them. They have the Mystics. That's really the only easy one. Then they'll have the Fever, the Lynx, the Aces, the Sparks. That should be a easy one. The Wing possibly. The Mystic again. So, yeah. Going over all this, I might cut this out because me just kind of going over their schedule. But I think that they can definitely make a run for the playoffs deep in there. I don't really think so. The Sun are, with that addition of Marina Mabry, they are a championship team because they have her 3-point win. DeWanda Bonner is off, and Marina's coming off the bench. So the Sun are lethal. The Liberty did win today, a handsome lead in front of the Mercury at 84-70. So that's good. I mentioned the Mystics, but they did beat the Storm 74-72, and the Fever beat the Dream 84-79. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over that part, but see how I get backtracked? Went over all that. Didn't even go over the stats for the game, right? So Aces and Sky, which I'm gonna have to cut this and put this in front, but and so the Aces in the Sky, a 77-75 victory. Asia Wilson ended up having 20 points, 18 rebounds. Gus Simpson had 13 points, which was key. She started. This was her first game started, and I like that rotation with her. Chelsea Gray had 11. Kelsey Plum had 18 points. Jackie Young did. She didn't really have any points. She had 2 points, but she didn't make a lot of shot attempts either. So I think it was more so like kind of defense for her because she had the minutes, but it just wasn't offensively her night. Sometimes it happens like that. And Michaela Onyewede had 15 points. Angel Reese had 11 points and 22 rebounds. Okay, let me go through all the rest of it. Camilla had 12 points. 12 rebounds, 8 points. Lindsay Allen had 16 points. And Kennedy had 25. Now to my sweetheart Angel. 22 rebounds. This is the third game that she has been over 20 rebounds. Okay. She ties Tina Charles in most double-doubles of a rookie season. Tina Charles has been going off. I think Caitlin Clark tied her for most three-pointers made in a game at 4 for a rookie. So and then Tina Charles, she becomes second all-time leading scorer in the WNBA a couple days ago. So it's, yeah. Tina Charles is a beast, okay? And she went off today, which that's not part of my apps, but we'll get into that, right? But 22 rebounds. She is a dog when it comes to tracking that basketball. 12 defensive rebounds and 10 offensive rebounds. So she, on both ends of the floor, she is ball hawking. And I know that this win stings because they rallied. They rallied in the fourth quarter, and they did not give up. You were thinking that this game was over, and Lindsay Allen will come down, hit a 3-pointer or and one. Then Kennedy Carter, key 3-pointer. It's just like this team, although the record doesn't speak for it, they're 11-18, it doesn't speak for it, but they are dogs. Like, and they've had a lot of close games where they've lost, but the score doesn't speak for it because they could have been down 12, 10 points, and they come back and they rally just like they lost against the Sun 80-82 a couple days ago, and then now they lose to the Aces 77-75. So it's those right there, and they can't close. But a lot of times it's just they're missing key shots, or they might be missing layups. So I am hopeful for the Sky's future, and I know that that they'll be okay. They will definitely be okay. But I said I was gonna mention Tina Charles, but Tina Charles had something crazy. I want to show love to Tina Charles. Okay, so even though they did lose today, against the Fever, right? And I hope Alicia Gray is okay, because she ended up catching like a mean elbow from Aaliyah Boston. It was just kind of like a normal post move, but she kind of elbowed her and she went out. So hopefully that she is okay. But Tina Charles had 28 points. I knew it was something crazy like that. Like, she was just hot. She was hot. Ryan Howard even had 16 points, but she had 3 points in the second quarter. Like, she came back, but that still wasn't enough for the Fever, who are a legit playoff team. Like, they have the necessary pieces with Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark distributing the ball, Aaliyah Boston, Nalissa Smith, Samuelson. She didn't have a good game today, and then you had Lexi Hall and Beck Beanley. I know I just said that wrong. Right. She came back from an injury, but she was effective today. So, also, playoff contender. And we have about 13 or so games left of the season. So, it is definitely a push. A push for sure. And tomorrow, okay, so I did all that talking about the Aces, right? And tomorrow the Aces play the Wing. But all while talking about last night, it was two games that were just nail biters on Sunday. Like, we got blessed yesterday with Sunday, because the Wing ended up rallying back to beat the Spark, in which, I mean, the Spark aren't really a good team, right? But it looked like it was really over. They were down 19 points in the fourth quarter, and you just thought, I guess we thought, because Arike went for 33. Okay. Natasha Howard went for 30. Satu went for 19. McCowan went for 17. It was a great night for the Wing. I'm glad that they got their pieces back, especially with Satu. Maddie Seegers was coming off the bench, so I'm happy for them. But the Sparks have a little bit, they've been terrible, right? But they've been dealing with injury. They haven't been having all their pieces for like 2 years, right? But the good thing is they got Odyssey Sims, who was playing for the Wing on a hardship contract, but then their players came back, so Odyssey Sims was relieved. And so now she's at the Spark, and it's like, she came off the bench, 26 points. I guarantee you she'll be starting next game. And if she's not, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. You need to bring Dangerfield off of there. Number one, y'all are playing with Y'all started with 4 forwards and 1 guard. Odyssey, well, that's your only guard. Y'all need to come up off of somebody. Somebody need to come up out there. Because Odyssey Sims needs to be starting. She is your extra piece. Because even with 4 people with over 20 and another person with 15, y'all still couldn't put it through. So it's like, I understand Arike. And Natasha. They're 11 for 15. There's nothing. She was fuego last night. So that was a great game. But I'm excited to see the Aces in the Wing play tomorrow. And I'll give my quick picks. I'm going to put them on my Twitter, and I'm going to post my parlay. So y'all make sure that y'all turn on y'all notifications so y'all can know. Because sometimes I'm going to do some tonight because I don't want to be rushing during work. Because I think the game start at 5. So, yeah, my lineups are going to be done today because I don't want to be rushing or doing nothing like that tomorrow. So, and that comes on NBA TV. But, just kind of like off the whim. I'm going to say Asia going to go for 25 and 14. Natasha gonna go for 15. Arike 25. And we'll put some Arike 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Terry McCowan 8 rebounds. Chelsea Gray 6 assists. I'll just do it like that. I think that was 8. I'm not really sure. But I'm going to remember this and I'm going to put it back. But that was just 1. And that's just kind of me just thinking off rip with them. But make sure y'all let me know. But we're done with... I don't know why I keep doing my hands like this, right? I need to get a little bit of water, y'all. I'm going to try to speed this up. If not, it's just going to be like... I might play some music like while I was drinking that. I don't know. But I have a lot of football here on the schedule, right? That I wanted to discuss. Because as of tomorrow... that 90-man roster has to go down to 53, I believe, by 4 p.m. tomorrow. So, there's been a little bit of movement around some notable players that are set to be released if they can't find a trade for them. But we're going to start off by the big one that everybody is talking about. Yes, that boy Ceedee got that bag. Ceedee got the bag. He pulled up to Jerry. He said, "This is Jerry Roll. All right, I need 100 million guaranteed. 100 million guaranteed. 38 million signing bonus. 4 years, $138 million. Show some appreciation for the boy Ceedee Lamb, who worked hard for it. He worked hard for the money, so hard for the money, so you better treat him right, okay?" That comes to 34 a year, which he's just under Justin Jefferson at 35 a year, which shout out to them boys for getting that bag. Shout out to them. Jerry makes enough to pay him, so yes. And we were hearing earlier this morning, Adam Schefter was saying there was they were close to getting a deal done. And there was about a $1 million difference or so. So maybe he was asked for 35 and I don't know. So we are done with Ceedee. Now it's like, is that going to get a deal done? If I was Jerry, what do y'all think? Please put in the comments below. What would y'all do if y'all were Jerry? Would y'all sign Dak before the season starts? Would you try to get his deal done mid-season? Or would you say, let the man go ahead and test the market and see what he can get? Now, if I know one thing, it's that Dak Prescott is a elite quarterback during the regular season. Okay? He can give you, 12-5. No problem. I believe that's what y'all win like the past 3 years, right? So he will give y'all that. And with the elite pieces that you have had, the run game that you did have, the Cowboys have been great. Not amazing, but that's because of y'all, and I say y'all, Cowboy fans, y'all's expectation, because y'all didn't have Super Bowl teams, but y'all always said it was y'all year, but it wasn't y'all year. But I feel like there was a small window for y'all, maybe like a year or two ago. But right now, dang, that's hot. That's really hot. But right now, I wouldn't be in a rush to sign up. Number one, I'll be like, let me see what you can do under this pressure that you're playing under, because if you go ahead and pay him the bag, who knows how you guys are gonna do, right? Give this year for him to try out, not only for Jerry, but also to other teams to see. And to be quite honest, he does have all the leverage. No franchise tag, no trade clause. And how it's looking that he could reset the market at $60 million. Does the star matter that much? I don't know. But for me, he said that it's not about the money. He just wants to play. He loves to play football. It doesn't really matter. So for me, you're asking for upwards of $60 million, and quite honestly, if he had that star on his helmet, if he didn't, I don't know if he's getting $60 million. Like, say that Dak Prescott, let's just say that he's playing hypothetically, okay? Let's say that Dak Prescott is playing for, I don't know, pick a team, name a team, I don't really care, and he had the same record that he has had, okay, I can't remember, did I say 12? I said, okay, so they've been 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, okay, and Dak Prescott, the past 3 years, 4,500, 2,800, 4,400. So I might cut some of this out, but I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't be in a rush to do it. I'd be more in a rush to get Micah done, and there's not even a rush to get Micah done right now. Like, Ceedee needed to get done right now. He's going into the last year of the contract, the 5th-year option. It's like, yes, you want to get Ceedee taken care of, right? It's $33 million, but it's not $60 million, So I'm more inclined to worry about Brandon Ayuk, because I feel like that's more of a possible deal actually getting finalized and done. And Trent Williams besides Dak, because I feel like Jerry's just gonna play this out. Dak's getting 40 this year. He's just gonna play it. He's just gonna play this out. Because I just feel like that's Jerry. Um, in other news, the Chiefs signed back Juju Smith-Schuster, so he has returned to the Chiefs. He was with them first Super Bowl post Tyreek, but after that he played for New England. Wasn't really going good, so he is back with the Chiefs to pair with Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown. That other kid on there, but he don't be Sky Moore, which he didn't really develop like how you thought. But you also have Pacheco, and you got some great Kelsey, of course. So some great pieces there for the Chiefs, which is great. And Nick Chubb is going to be missing at least the first 4 games. He's going to be placed on the PUP list. He's been dealing with that knee injury, and so it looks like he's going to need a little bit more time, which you kind of figured that because you weren't hearing really anything about him like kind of during training camp and whatnot. So hopefully Nick Chubb, sending him thoughts and prayers for him to get back on the field, because he definitely is a beast. Yeah, so yeah, I think that is my eyes got really big. So yeah, I think that is going to end it for today. I just kind of wanted to jump on here. We had Ceedee and Asia and no, we are not done. So not only with the Chiefs, okay. The Packers trade for Malik Willis. Who would have thought? Got in a deal with the Tennessee Titans, trading him for a 7th round pick, if I'm not mistaken. Can't believe that. Yeah, a 7th round, 2025 7th round pick for Malik Willis. So he's going to be back up to Jordan Love. So that is going to be interesting. I always felt like Malik Willis, he came from Liberty, and I really liked him. Just didn't feel like he had what he needed in Tennessee, especially like backing up Ryan Tannehill. So this is a great opportunity for him to kind of see how it felt for Jordan Love, just to kind of watch. He's now a veteran quarterback, kind of like how he watched Aaron Rodgers. Not calling Jordan Love Aaron Rodgers by any means. He hasn't proven anything, right? But just saying how he was able to sit and wait and just observe. Sometimes quarterbacks need that. I know right now everybody kind of just wants this ready-made quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, CJ Stroud, Joe Burrow, that is ready to go, right? But some of them are different. Just like how we're talking about Tua and the whole Brian Flores, how you have to treat every player. Some of them want like criticism differently. Some you can be hard on them. Some you gotta pat them on the back, eat lunch with them, and tell them like how things. So it's different. So I think that this is good for Malik Willis. So shout out to him. And the Packers are just adding another arsenal. But like I said, we're 10 days away. I'm not going to do any Super Bowl prediction picks or anything just yet. I am going to make it like right before the season. So it's going to be more videos, because expect more trades and releases to go on, especially tomorrow. Because we got to get that roster down to 53. And then once we get into the season, you know that injuries and pulling people from practice squads and other teams, and we'll get all that started. But we have no games this week, so it's kind of right before kickoff, and it's going to be amazing. Chiefs at the Ravens, and Eagles and the Packers, but they're playing in Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Brazil. But Yes. So y'all make sure y'all turn on these post notifications so y'all notified every time I drop a video. I appreciate all of the likes, the comments, because let's build this little community. The football season is finally here, and y'all, I'm trying to help y'all make some money, okay? Y'all want the free picks or not? You know, we're not doing big money. We're not there. $1.50, $2, you know, but we cashing it in. Okay, so you want to be a boss? All you got to do is get in with me. So I will see y'all in the next video. See ya.